Hey, what up, man? So, I made a video about this whole ADOS thing and reparations shit before, but apparently now they're actually going to put it before Congress and get this thing officially talking. And again, man, it's the I hear people say it here, the trick bag. The trick bag is out, bro. These motherfuckers don't care about you, and you're not gonna get reparations, bro. I went into it before, but I'll get into it a little deeper here now. First off, people like to use Holocaust and the Japanese and Native Americans and all of these things. All right. I don't think what people understand and realize is, and I may be a little off, but I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm I can't get the technical term or but this is what it is. Okay. Native Americans were dispersed and unsettled from their properties and things before the United States of America was established. Okay, that was done as that's why they tell you the story as the settlers and the things like that and the pilgrims. All right, think about it. They tell you about the pilgrims, right? Um, they don't say Americans or whatever because those people America had yet to been established when the Native Americans were having their lands taken and having stole from them and them being pushed out. Okay, um, and what would become the 13 colonies. When you look at um, the Holocaust, again, that was a foreign entity alienating and punishing a people from outside of their own country or whatnot. And with the Japanese, it was the same thing. Those weren't really those immigrants weren't officially, I guess, recognized as American citizens. Most of them were here on like migrants or whatever. So picking them up and putting them in these camps or whatnot, you're selling a foreign people. All right. And again, I'm trying to put this together and piece it together, but the way that makes sense, in a way that they're gonna get around this reparation shit from a legal standpoint is that you, on the other hand, were slaves after America was established. All right, slavery went into was a normal practice that was practiced all around the earth, all around the world, right? And like I said, if you do the research, I mean, Africans had slaves and stuff too, but I'm really not gonna get into that too deep. And when they did the three-fifths man, and they recognized you as even partial a citizen, you weren't a foreign person. You know what I'm saying? You weren't like a foreign entity or a migrant. You were a citizen within the established United States of America. So that's them pretty much holding you under the laws that were allowed at the time. So if and when you go back to it and they really get deep into this shit, you were just a victim of laws that were, you know, at the time to be is what it is. Harken it to now. People they're doing the reform of like marijuana and drug crimes, and those people have pretty much had their sentences waived. They're not gonna get the time back or get reimbursed for the time they lost for when the law um, was written in a way for marijuana being illegal and the penalties behind it, but they will pretty much commute your sentence. Now, and again, all right, so that's the way to get around it. Okay. Now, on the reality of expecting reparations to fix the issues here, that's the real crux of the situation and the main thing I want to get into. Reparations are a dangling carrot, man, and a fucking basically a band-aid for a skull fracture. The black community and or African American or ADOS or whatever term you want to use, all right, the that person in the United States of America, that's American citizen, that group, that demographic has so many other issues and problems that money is not gonna fix. Right? I said this and I said it 1,000 times, bro. It's somewhat tongue in cheek and said in jest, but realistically, think about it. There are several people at the lowest level, the most impoverished people. They do what every year? They get a big ass tax return due to them having children and being below the poverty line. What do those people do? And what's the common joke about these people that get these exorbitant amounts of money? The minimum of like $7,000 and as much as to $10K plus, just off the strength of having kids and being poor. Yet and still, and mind you, they're already getting extremely reduced or free housing, stipends for food in food stamps or snaps or whatever you call them, and then some may even qualify for just a check off the government for just money that you can spend on whatever. Okay, so mind you, instead of these people taking that money and either investing it or saving it or doing with it something fiscally responsible, economically responsible to get themselves out of poverty, they squander the money away like clockwork. This is not me saying this. This is all the majority of black people saying this and making it to a point where it's a joke. It's an expectation. Motherfuckers go out and buy some raggedy ass car that's not gonna last for even through the year, and they're gonna buy something they really can't afford and have it repo within 6 months. These people get, and again, the people that are getting this amount of money have done this cycle for years. Just think about this now. Think about this. You already have all your necessities taken care of by the government. You're getting $10,000 and then what? Food for kids and all. Look, bro, I don't want to hear that either. Free lunches at school, so you don't got to pay for lunch. Of course, you have to pay for clothes and stuff for your kids or whatever, but your light bill really is not anything. All those things, all the basic necessities of life are taken care of by the government. Okay? Either highly reduced or literally free. So you would rather keep eating off the table of and off the back of the government and being fucking lazy versus taking the money that they're giving to you for income taxes and saving that to better your life and the children in the lives of your children. This is why reparations is a fucking poison pill, bro. It's like the Chappelle Show did a skit in it, man. Again, a lot of this stuff is like predictive programming and like just to let you know the shit that niggas gonna do. That's what niggas gonna do, and it's more niggas than what's name. And on top of it, like I said before, man, it's so many questions. And so if this even gets to the point of where they're really considering it, they're gonna have to do a lot of research and things. It's gonna take years. It's not gonna be everybody that's fucking black and has some pigmentation or melanin in their skin getting a check. No, you're gonna have to be vetted to see if you're due to that check. And a lot of you niggas are gonna come to find out that you weren't the fucking descendants of slaves. Your lineage is some immigrant or some migrant from another fucking country that came here, and they were never subjected to slavery. Or even worse, that your lineage happens to be that same white man that you claim to hate, okay? Or some black person that owned slaves, and now you have to pay, you're liable for somebody else. Should reparations or whatever be paid? I guess. But I mean, that's not going to fix the issue. And I've had this talk with people behind the scenes of being, well, you know, black is enough. That's a horrible qualifier, bro. Me and you have something in common, like motherfucking who's that? Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston? Get the fuck out of here, man. And how did that last, right? How did that work out? That's something in common shit. We just share something that's blatantly broad in common and that's it. That's not gonna be enough to hold you together in something as serious as fixing your race, bro. Fixing the condition that you complain about in this country. But niggas are fine with chasing that carrot. And again, and it's like fucking Pavlov, man. The the oppressor sees your mouth watering and how you niggas are fucking just foaming at the mouth and clamoring over the idea of just getting a check. All right, when fucking MLK said, "Hey, we want our check," and so on and so forth, cool. And again, for that time and shit, I understand it. And again, to the people that were are direct fucking descendants of slavery, and you can be proven and all this other shit. Hey, man, I'm all for it, bro. I'm all for it. But me telling you, like, the shit I explained earlier is gonna be the loop around the shit, bro. I'm telling you, that's gonna be their excuse for not paying the money. And even if you do qualify for the money, a lot of you gonna come to find out you don't qualify for the money. And those that get the money, what are they gonna do with the money? Are you gonna turn right back around and pay it into the same economy that's ran by your oppressors? Or are we gonna fucking combine that fucking money and create our own fucking politics? Do our own infrastructure, start our own education and schools and things for our children? Are we gonna build a culture? Are we gonna get on the like mind? I don't see us doing it. I just don't. And again, after they pay you the money and you get reimbursed or you get rewarded financially, what you gonna do if and when the power structure don't change? Now you know what you gotta do now? You gotta shut the fuck up, because niggas, we paid you. We gave you what you've been begging for the longest. You niggas threw it away. You squandered it. That's over with. Now what's your excuse? And actually, you know what? I hope they do pay you niggas. I hope they do. I hope they do. Cause what's really gonna fucking the fucking the harsh and ugly fucking truth would be this. Is when everybody or the people that qualify those checks get those checks and don't shit change. Niggas become those I think they call them the new money millionaires. Or however much money they determine you're due to by time or whatever it is. But you new money millionaires. You know what you niggas gonna be? Gonna be broken in within 5 years. You know what I can use and I can prove that? Black athletes. Hell, any lottery winner, regardless of fucking race. Those people, the numbers show and prove you. When you throw people that have no economic background, they're economically illiterate and ignorant, a large sum of money, it's a guaranteed loan, bro, that you're gonna get back. You're just gonna squander all the money away. And the difference when you're talking about athlete, a professional athlete, or a lottery winner, that's just someone trying to gain something on an individual basis or being rewarded on an individual. Again, you guys aren't seeing the fucking forest for the trees. You aren't seeing the bigger picture here. We're trying to progress the entire race. We're trying to get out of the quote unquote oppression, the America with 3Ks you niggas talk about. Okay? That's supposed to be the goal, not just to get paid. You can become a fucking millionaire on your own, bro. People do it every day. And not just off of entertainment or sports. So this is why I keep telling you, if everybody just becomes rich, you just have a whole bunch of rich niggas for a time being. And then after that, what? What then? What are we gonna do when they cut the check, right? And you niggas are still talking about oppression. After you done threw all the money away, paid it right back to the same white man you complained about, and now you're back at square one with no leg to stand on because nigga, we paid you. Now shut the fuck up, get your ass out there, build your own shit. We don't want to hear it no more. We don't have to hear it. We paid our debt. Fuck you. And that's when it's really gonna fucking get down to the fucking the ugly truth, and it's gonna have to be some fucking concessions made. You niggas not gonna have no choice if and when that happens. The women gonna have to shut the fuck up and they're gonna have to get down, because after that, you niggas say a mumbling word after they done paid you these millions and billions of fucking dollars, because it's gonna be at least hundreds of millions of dollars paid out in this shit if it gets approved, or possibly billions, right? And you say a mumbling word about oppression, about any of this other shit, bruh, it's gonna be ugly. That's all I'll say. But that's that on that, man. And I'll catch you on the next one.